What up, sheepole? Have you bought some gold and silver yet? Yeah, I did not think so. You're such a procrastinator.
I told you. You're a fool for buying gold and silver. It's expensive and the market is a roller coaster. You'll never make any money from it. You're the dumb ass buying into all the propaganda with the silver and gold markets.
Really? You know that 401k of yours that went down like a flaming bag of shit from heaven? How much money did you lose on that brilliant idea, jackass?
I have no control over the market.
Yeah, I heard that one before. If you weren't so busy watching Jersey Shores and other worthless crap television shows with your head up your ass. And listened to me when I told you to buy into silver when it was $9 ounce 3 years ago. Maybe you would have quadrupled your money like I did.
You do not have to be ass about it. Everyone is hurting. Everyone is losing money and out of work.
The only difference is when the US defaults on its debt obligations. We won't be able to borrow any money from the morons in China anymore. Then there will be no money to loan, though the markets will crash because there is no money to be made. And your mortgage is following the 10-year Treasury bond interest rates that is taking off like a bottle rocket on Viagra. Then the dollar is devalued and taken off the AAA credit rating and is no longer the world trading medium. Then your ass is trucking to the bakery with a wheelbarrow full of cash from what's left over of that spark of genius you call a oh shit plan, to try to feed your family one more night. While your country and jobs and banking accounts are raped like a drunk call girl at a frat party.
Well, aren't you just full of shit today? The US will never default on its debt obligations and the dollar isn't going anywhere.
Like how you told me the housing market will never crash because we are the richest nation in the world? Then it did. And then you said the credit crisis will never happen because we have safeties in place now since the Great Depression? Then it did. You just remember that when you have to learn Chinese because overnight your government gives them California and Alaska as payment for their debt holdings from the US?
Well, if does, then you're still in the same predicament that me and everyone else is in. And your silver and gold will not help you. You can't eat gold and silver. You can't buy bread with gold and silver.
I do not know why I am even going to justify that with an answer, but I will. When the Ottoman Empire and Germany and Russia fell under the exact same circumstances, and those people were blinded by the bullshit that you are led to believe now. And history books show pictures and accounts that show that only commodities were worth a damn in that situation. And if history serves as a guide, the price of commodities goes up to the point that you can pay cash for a new home in full with 500 ounces of silver. And can feed a family of 4 to 5 for 6 to 9 months on an ounce of gold.
Okay, I'll buy into your delusional conspiracy theory. Where are the facts?
Okay, you give me a headache. Not a regular headache, but the kind that hurts all the down to my ass. Trying to explain this to you is like playing basketball with a handicapped kid and calling double dribble. But here it goes. You know those old pre-1964 quarters that are 90% silver?
Yeah, I'm listening.
In 1964 the price of gas was, wait for it, a quarter. Today the price of gas is how much? $5 a gallon or so? Guess what? You know what the fair market value of that same 1964 quarter is today? $5 or so. That same gallon of gas works just as well then as it does today and is not any different from each other. The only difference is that since 1964 the dollar has slowly reached the point of inflation that it only retains a small fraction of spending power than it did in 1964. Quarters today are made of worthless scrap metal to reflect the purchasing power of the dollar today, and the pre-1964 quarters are made of so much silver and copper content they are worth more than the face value now to reflect the purchasing power of the dollar in 1964. Because that paper money that you hold on to does not have the purchasing power that it did then.
Okay, tell you what. I'll buy that quarter from you for $5. Just to shut you up.
You can't afford it.
What are you talking about now?
I actually called you in here to tell you were fired. But don't worry, you have your 401k. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not funny.
No, really, I was just kidding that you have a 401k to fall back on. You are really fired.
You're a dick.